Welcome, everybody, to Generation Dan, the only podcast where if you do up, up, down, down, left, right, be a start, your knees will come back. I'm Atlas Novak. I'm a millennial. Who else is here with me?
I'm Dino the Genetic Marvel, and I did not know where you're going with that. But if that works, my knees will be thankful. I'll tell
Oh,
you that
man,
much.
if only the Konami code worked for, aging.
So
That
many
would be
things.
great.
Oh, you know what? I feel like there's got to be something like that's in there.
Where's
for
the
sure.
action replay for just real life? We're like, hey, if you plug this into your ass, because that's apparently the closest thing to a Game Boy slot, you can infinite money glitch or whatever. I think that's how Elon Musk does his thing.
See, this is the thing is that I told you about how a few weeks ago I did mushrooms and I thought I died.
As you do. Yeah.
As you do, right?
Yeah.
I did end up calling an ambulance and everything. But and they were like, "You're actually everything is coming back better than it should for your old fat ass." And I'm like, "Well, thank you. I'm a medical marvel. I appreciate that. But also,
Wait,
thanks for your time."
Literally say the phrase "old fat ass."
No. So for someone of your age and size, which I'm like, old fat ass, that's fine. Good morning, different time. Yes, I have. I was asked to go to a thing. It's a rehearsal for something coming in October, and I was like, yes, of course. And since we didn't have a guest, I'm like, aha, Atlas is more accommodating. I will ask him, and he did, and he was very nice and very kind.
Yeah, totally.
But
also,
still.
it's my dad's birthday today.
Even better.
So if people who is Atlas's dad, watch the Aspen Chronicles episodes, which we have a playlist for right here on YouTube, where my dad was
Victoria's
3 times.
Yeah, and brought friends. It was great. And Victoria says, "Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Victoria." It's very exciting. How long are you okay with people saying Happy New Year to you? I'm like, usually the first week and a half. And I'm like, the first 10 days. First 10 days of the month, I'm fine with it. I don't like the idea of people who are like, well, I haven't seen you, so I'm still saying Happy New Year. And I'm like, fuck yourself. Just immediately.
It depends on how long I've seen them. Definitely once you're out of January, you can stop.
Yeah.
Finny. But
oh, Victoria, start doing a year for awesome.
Don't you guys share money? What's the point of that?
I mean, she just wants to see this bad boy that says thanks, hot stuff.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Because she's a pervert. No.
Yeah. But yeah, so either that or I think the 15th seems like okay, halfway through the month, it's the back half of January, you can stop. That seems fair.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I don't know. It's one of those things where I just go, okay, yeah. Oh, Happy New Year, by the way. Oh, thank you. That's
Happy birthday,
Mr. Novak. Yeah, absolutely.
See, I hear Mr. Novak and think me, because I'm Mr. Novak. My dad is Dr. Novak. He is a doctor, so
yeah. And a real doctor, not like one of those hippity dippity ones.
No, it's really funny because I used to work in his office briefly in the medical records department, and when you see all the doctors on the nameplates, he had a fucked MD, PhD, FAC at all of them, and then others were just MD or MD, PhD. So he kind of did everything.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Realistically, I feel like there's I don't know if you've ever heard this story. There was a guy who was had a doctorate in economics, and he went to a whole shindig meeting these people for the first time and kind of started insisting that people call him doctor, not realizing that the people there were all actual MDs.
Yeah.
So in turn, they all started calling each other, "Oh, doctor, 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 doctor." In about 15 minutes, he was like, "Ah, I fucked up. All right, I'm done." That's and you're just like, listen, that's when you I've had people like, "Oh, Mr. So-and-so," he's like, doctor. And I'm like, "You need a doctor?" He's like, "No, I am a doctor." I'm like, "Who cares?" And they're just like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't care. This is my house. I'm gonna call you Mr. Fuckface if I care. I don't give a shit." After Ground Day, Happy New Year, need to stop. I mean, when is Groundhog Day?
It's early February. In the movie, it's February 2nd, but I think it varies from year to year.
I'm gonna find it.
The title of this episode is or for the live version. If you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify on Friday, it'll have a different title, but is about being the main character, and we don't mean everybody else is an NPC. You are the only thing that's important. We're not like doing the Marty Supreme thing here.
Kind of. A little bit.
Supreme, I take it, because wow.
No, I have not seen Marty Supreme.
Last movie.
Is it really?
It's the same people who did Uncut Gems. You've seen Uncut Gems. You know how stressful that movie is.
I have not seen Uncut Gems. Yeah.
Okay. Watch both of those and then have a cigarette. That's my advice.
Marty, what's I mean? Oh, yeah. Okay, I heard about this.
Yeah.
Is it a good movie? That's the real question.
It's a good movie, but like the internet is abuzz with people being like, like red pill men are gonna take the wrong message from this, and I'm like, I'm seeing more videos about guys taking the wrong message from this in advance of the movie really like having a legacy than actual guys taking the wrong message from this. I think if I really need to see the effect, I'm going to go back in when spring semester starts in a week or so, and see which of my boy students are like, dude, did you see Marty Supreme? He was so good at ping pong. Like, I'll know it when I see it, but
okay, so hold on, because the synopsis that I read is Marty Mauser, a young man with a dream no one respects, goes to hell and back in pursuit of greatness. And his pursuit of greatness involves ping pong.
Yeah. This is the 1950s where like
ping pong was a thing, people.
Well, it's not so much that people are like, it's a sports movie. Ping pong is like a third of the movie. The rest of the movie is him grifting people in and around New York City. He's like running around trying to get money so he can, because he like loses a tournament at the beginning and he wants to go back and win. And it's not about like, I need the prize money or whatever. He's like, I need to prove that I can win, right? Like he has to make reality match his perception of himself. So he's running around grifting people for money. That's the other 2/3 of the movie. And it's like, holy shit, dude. So yeah,
I'm not sure if I want to see that. Jim said Fat Tuesday is actually, when's Fat Tuesday? Why are all these days? Mardi Gras, isn't that end of the year? It's in October?
No, Mardi Gras is like, well, because Ash Wednesday is, I want to say March, right? Because Mardi Gras, like you do all your party stuff. Ash Wednesday, you get the thingy. And then you're supposed to be doing Lent until Easter, I think. If being around Katie's family has taught me enough.
Oh, okay. So hold on. So there's
what?
So Groundhog Day is.
I'm right. Okay, cool.
Groundhog Day is February 2nd, and then Mardi Gras is a vibrant festival culminating the day before Ash Wednesday is supposed to be February 17th.
February 17th. Okay, so
interesting.
My birthday is February 19th. That would suck if I was, a Christian. And be like, all right, I'm going to party and Lent, and then it's my birthday. Shit. Like,
President's Day is similar to Groundhog Day. President Trump comes out of the White House and sees his shadow. He'll put tariffs on shadows. I mean,
that's accurate.
Listen, just to put into perspective, we have a mayor right now in Toronto that is trying to charge people taxes for rainwater. And they're like, because you have a bigger plot of land, you're getting more rainwater, which means you have to pay extra for us to process your rainwater. I'm not even joking. That is a real thing. Hey,
dude,
listen,
Toronto mayors are crazy. First, you had the guy with the bowl cut. What was his name? Rob Ford, right?
No. Rob Ford was the crackhead, and probably the best mayor we've had in 30 years.
Really?
Just to be clear,
which is a very low bar.
For all his issues, he got shit done and made the city pay less. I don't care. Let him do a little crack. I'm just,
Katie
you know what?
Lent is February 18th to April 2nd this year. Mardi Gras is February 17th this year. So I think it rotates based on like the calendar or whatever. Kind of like Hanukkah. Awesome. I made a joke about this a few weeks ago where I was like, a lot of Jews, we don't know when Hanukkah is. We find out when Hanukkah is. Like you look in Google Calendar or someone's like, hey, third night of Hanukkah. Third night of Hanukkah? Holy shit. Like,
listen, growing up, the only thing we would celebrate was the memorial of Jesus' death, which falls on Nisan 14. Okay. and that's it. That's the only thing that we would do. And in all honesty, it was the same thing. Be like, hey, when's the memorial this year? Be like, oh, it's in April. Oh, it's in March. Because it's always changing because it's a lunar calendar, and you're like, whatever, that's fine. So yeah, trust me, I get exactly what you're talking about. You're like, it's already Hanukkah. Okay, yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah,
I gotta go do my Hanukkah things. Yeah,
sneaks up on you. I mean, like it depends on.
I mean, that's the Jewish way. It sneaks up on you. That's how it.
It does sneak up on you. I mean, like we've done Passover 2 years in a row, and I think it's just going to be a thing. Like we're just going to be a Passover house, which is fine. I like Passover. It's nice to have family over, especially when it's like Katie's family, where they're like, "Oh, this is not what we're used to, but fun," Is he the mayor that allowed? Our crackhead mayor was awesome. Well, lucky you, I guess. We get ineffectual mayors who have a like sort of council that they not answer to, but are like hamstrung by here in LA. So when everyone's like, "Where's our Zoran Mandani?" I'm like, "It's not going to be that easy,"
It's not. No. Hey, that's not an achievement because that's already blowing up in everyone's face. Is he the mayor that allows EMS workers to insult patients? I feel like EMS workers deserve to insult patients. Have you met some of these people? I mean, listen, I wouldn't be against them giving a little punch every once in a while as long as it's justified. So
I'm fairly certain when I had my first seizure and they had me in the ambulance, they made fun of me, as they should have. Like, because apparently I'm a dick when after a seizure. So,
yeah, that's. I have zero issue with like. So apparently there's a whole thing where firefighters, EMS, police are not allowed to make fun of you, and I'm like, oh, that's not fair. That's ridiculous. They should be. Hey, you know what? If I get arrested and then they're like, look at this guy, not even wearing fucking clean underwear. That's funny. That's funny shit. That is funny shit. And you know what? You should mock that person.
Teachers are allowed to make fun of their students. Why can't like you're adults, firefighters, and you can take it.
I feel like teachers are on the short list of people who are going to get screwed over. So there's one of your coworkers is going to ruin it for everybody by telling somebody something too far.
Typically, the way it works is like you can only do what your kids do to you. So your kids roast you, you roast them back. That sets the tone. Like you can't up the ante on the amount of roasting. You know?
It's self-defense rules. I can only do so if you smack me, I can smack you. If you shoot me with a gun, I can shoot you with a gun, but it can't be any more dangerous than where you shot me. So if you just wing me, I can only shoot you in the hand or something like that. It's
so to speak, of course.
Except for cleaning the house, Passover is great. I mean,
yeah, it is. So yeah, this episode coming out right after New Year's, it's all about like New Year's resolutions and a thing on Katie and I did bingo cards for New Year's resolutions this year. Instead of one big thing, it's a bunch of little things, and then you try and get bingo first.
I mean, I feel like that's a good way to keep things exciting.
Good idea. And I need to print mine because it's just sitting on my phone for right now, and stick it on the fridge so you can go did it. But yeah, one of those things was like be more intentional on mine, on Katie's, on my brother-in-law's too. That's on his. Where it's like, oh,
what?
My wife is so okay, so she can hear everything basically.
That's problematic. That's fine.
Well, I have the door partially open in case the dog wants to come in. It's kind of part of the deal. Catholic and now part Jewish because of you. Yes, we do Passover. It's special because it's the story where our two relationship overlap. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, Katie, if you knew anything, you'd know that he's a boy. He doesn't carry any of the Jewishness with him. She had to be Jewish. Stuck on that. No.
Whatever.
True.
That's fine.
Oh, now it's whatever. The rules are fine until they don't help us, and then we just whatever. That's fine.
I think that's how a lot of people interact with religion. But yeah, something to that effect. I used to be EMT, and believe me, patients have been made fun of for not being in their presence enough. Oh, like when they're knocked out or whatever, or wasted.
Oh yeah. Hello, Kubro Sitinkaya. Hello. Sorry, I was looking for the bingo card you sent me. a while ago.
Oh, did I send it to you, or just
he did
or the
send it?
Generation Dan bingo?
Yeah, Generation Dan bingo, and I'm trying to find it, and I can't see it anywhere, which is very frustrating.
It might be in the group chat with Joey.
Oh, let me find it then. Okay, hold on.
Hang on. Found it.
Is it in the group chat with Joey?
It is in the group chat with Joey. Here, I'll send it. I'll put it in ours. Sent.
All right.
Okay. So,
well, okay. Well, here's a question: did you have any anything that you feel, aside from what you're talking about with your wife? We're separate here. What is your resolution for the coming year? Do you have one? I have mixed feelings on the whole idea of New Year's resolutions because they're weird, right?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say I think in 45 years I've had twice that New Year's has lived up to the hype. Probably only twice.
The actual holiday is shit. All right, we're gonna stay up till midnight, and get wasted, and then like if you're already in a relationship, you can kiss anytime. If you're not in a relationship, then it becomes this like high stress game of like, do you find someone? Like what's the idea? You know?
Yeah. Bingo gets all the people here at the assisted living facility very excited. So they start doing like club versions of bingo up here with like glow in the dark paints and music and all sorts of and dancing and stuff. And I'm trying to convince Victoria to go. I think we might be going.
That sounds pretty cool, admittedly.
It seems interesting, but also old people are a little bit nuts. So I don't know.
I'm not gonna share my full bingo card, but like just a couple of gems from my list here. So there's the Generation Dan bingo. Yeah. All right, so for people who are
9/11 mentioned, that's also been hit. Someone is eating, drinking while recording, been hit. Someone mentions their spouse. Jesus Christ, we're getting hit all the. Someone mentions their parents. Jesus.
Okay, so we got 3 so far in this episode alone.
I was 2 fat people known.
Or something mentioned.
Yeah. Out of pocket comment section post. Yeah. Smoking mentioned. Fair. Yeah. Jesus, there's a lot of things that are too good on there.
Yeah.
That is problematic.
We should here. I'll put it on our Instagram if people want to go. Check it out. At Generation Dan on Instagram. I'm trying to be more present in reality this New Year's. Yeah, exactly. Like it's.
Have you seen reality? It sucks. Don't bother, Jim.
It seems like a lot of the what's it called? Why is this not being centered? There we go. It seems like a lot of resolutions are very vague, right? Where they're like, I'm gonna exercise more. What's more? You know?
Good point.
So I think a good New Year's resolution is something concrete where like, okay, sure, maybe you might get it done quickly or more slowly, but it's something concrete you can point to. My New Year's resolution last year was to finish the book or script of my teacher musical. I didn't even get fucking close, but I got 4 songs.
All right.
4 songs and the plot and the character names. That's it.
That's progress.
But the resolutions now on my bingo card, like I want to do the act 1 closer, the nonstop, the one day more, the defying gravity,
yes, I understand.
That's one of the biggest songs in your play. So like I want to finish that. That seems more attainable, I think.
So here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Considering this is relevant, is that one of the things that I learned from the all-powerful Arnold Schwarzenegger was that you don't always know what. You don't always know what's going to work. I didn't know that it was going to get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper, yeah.
Right. So, one of the things he was saying, he's like I'll be back was not intended to be any sort of thing and ended up being massive, right? So how can you dictate and this is all incorporated into the idea of resolutions, is how do you know that the songs you're developing, which one is going to be the big winner? Because realistically, as soon as it's done, it's no longer in your control. The universe will dictate, right? Ergo, you don't know if it's going to be the first one, last one, middle. Like, you don't really know what's going to resonate the most with people, to the point where they're like, did you hear the song in the middle? It's so great. I can sing it for you right now, even though we're in a public place, and it's going to happen, right?
I mean, what I'm doing on my end is just doing the lyrics, and then I would take it to a composer. When I say finish, I mean have the like lyrics stuff, so I can take it to someone. But I have like, okay, so over the course of the musical, there's 3 state testing songs, and it's the characters like sing like while they're giving the state test. And the first one is them being like, okay, let's just see how this goes, and it goes really, really badly. The second one is them already being warned by the superintendent, hey, if you don't get your shit together, your school's in trouble. So the second one is everybody panicking while they're giving the state test. That's good. Like, I know what I'm going to do it about is the second state testing song. But yeah, you do that and then go to intermission. Holy crap, it's 2026 Atlas. Hi, Joey.
Dino is more bald in 2026, or is the lighting? I would say a combination of the both, sir. Combination of both. What can I say? I like to achieve greatness.
So like, I know what I'm writing it about, and like,
yes,
I just need, so it's not as like nebulous as it's supposed to be. I think where I'm gonna have trouble is like more character focused stuff that's not my self insert, because it's really hard when you're a guy to write women, and like that's just one of my greatest weaknesses, is like writing women that don't sound like a guy with a vagina. Like it's so
there's a lot to unpack there. Do it like Jack Nicholson was, take away all reason, logic, and accountability. You're right there. It's fine. It's okay.
Listen, these are teachers. The guys are the one with no reason, logic, or accountability.
Okay. Good luck with that. Yeah. Listen. Hey, at this point in time, let's be honest. 0 people have logic. 0 people have accountability, and even 0 people have reason. Okay. It's
like many main characters do. Yes.
Yeah. That's it. There's no. You know what? I'll be honest with you. We've been watching little horror movies and stuff over the last few days, and just watching how down. So you can really tell how bad a movie is by the decisions that people make in the movie, and you can tell if a movie's going to be good or not is when they make a decision. You're like, hey, that was actually a good decision, and you're going, this might be interesting, and then they immediately get their head chopped off. But you're going, it's a little much. But
okay.
You know,
I'm going to push back on that a little bit, because people, characters can make dumb decisions all the time. Like, look at the people in The Sinners. They made some really dumb decisions, and it's a really fucking good movie. However, it's not that the decision has to be good. It's that it has to be believable for that character. If they set up a character in a certain way and they do something stupid, but it's believable for that person, good job. Like,
maybe. I'll be honest with you. It's the whole idea that too many people are like, we should split up. And everyone's like, that's a horrible idea. And they're like, no, we should split up. You're like, never split up. Don't. And the idea of
that's dramatic irony, the monster is there. They don't. So
it's so perplexing that people need to know. Like, I think the one thing that I appreciated about the Scream movies was the explanation that was given each time. Like, listen, this is how it works. Okay. And you're just like, okay, don't do these things. You'll be fine. And you're like, is that so hard? And then they proceeded to still not do those things. And that was horrible. So yeah, I mean, this is, I think that comes back to the whole, idea of things is, so this is a story I've told before, was a person that I used to work with approached me when we were working, and they were like, how come you put so much effort on things that aren't going to work? And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, you treat everyone exactly the same and you try and help them. And I'm like, yes. And they're like, but you can tell if something's not going to work. And I said, yes. They're like, so why are you treating me like that? Well, we give it a try. Maybe I missed something. And they're like, you haven't missed anything. I'm like, I'm aware, but I can try. It's no harm in giving people hope. right? And trying to help them out, and then going,
very main
yeah, this is
character
not gonna work.
of you. Yeah.
So, well, and that's the thing is, she was like, I can't waste my time on things that aren't going to work. And I was like, yeah, but that's just good customer service. Like, that's just treating people nice, you know? Because I've always been a firm believer in the idea that knowledge and understanding bridges the gap for people, right? If I provide you with knowledge and understanding of how something works, then you and I can be on the same side and attack the problem. If I'm not going to explain how things work to you, then there's no way you can assist me, right? Because you don't know what the rules of the game are. How can you play? Exactly. So to me, that just makes sense. And she was just baffled and just looked at me and was just like, that's insane. I'm like, oh, okay. If you say so. So you shouldn't help those people. And I'm like, I don't feel like that's a good thing either, but you know, what am I going to do? So in the same sense, like walking through things, I feel like the only thing I'm in control of is my actions. I'm not in control of how people react to me. I'm not in control of what people do with that information and so on and so forth. So I've over the last few years, I've tried to commit myself more to doing things with my principles in mind as opposed to the outcome. Like investing in someone because it's going to be a sure thing, whatever that means, versus not investing in somebody because you have low expectations, to me makes you a bad person. I don't know. And that's why I'm like, the idea of being a main character, well, I'm gonna act a certain way regardless, right? Like I tell people what is this? It is a conversation that we're having about being
Mr.
a main
Vice
character.
President.
Come on, Robert Craig.
Mr. Madison.
Yeah.
What is this?
But like,
wait, it's on the bingo card. It's on the bingo card.
Where? Hold on. There we go. Okay. There. E-Man mentioned. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Jim calls themselves a giant. It's also there. The lighting is weird. Gen X mentioned. Pumpkin the dog shows up. Oh God. They go off topic.
References a musical right near the bottom left. I forget what that the one in the very, very bottom left says. Generations are a spectrum / gradient. I bring that up a lot in the very bottom left. Yeah,
they're very accurate. But yeah, so like that's my belief system, right? Is that I will tell people I'm a bad person that chooses to do good things because it's right. That's what I do. I do the right thing because I have stood there and said, no, I want to do the right thing. That's what I want. Whether that's what my internal business is like, hey, you should do this, right? Probably not most of the time. But also too, I'm trying to get in touch with my intuition more. And that's not working. But hey, I'm trying. It's very two-sided coin. Is either I can do what my principles tell me or I can follow my intuition. And I'm like, let's be honest, my intuition, way more violent. And just start there. And I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna work. Maybe I should just start street fighting. I don't know. I mean, it's very confusing, Atlas.
Let me know if you figure out how to do a Hadouken. I've always wanted to try one of those.
I mean, it'd be really funny if I'm like, oh, it's right here. Wow! And blow up half my basement and be like, oh, that's just simple. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Victoria comes downstairs and you're like, actually, that was a Shoryuken. That was just an uppercut. That.
Oh god. That's
what is your
my life? Yeah. Go ahead.
Resolution this year, if anything?
I jokingly told people I wanted to gain some weight. But and then I explained to them that resolutions don't have to be for good; they can be for evil. But like I'm a firm believer in what the I think it's the Rothschilds do, which is they meet up on New Year's Day and say, okay, what did we fuck up last year, and what are we putting into play this year to make sure that never happens again? I can't fix the past, but I can learn from it. And if I'm actively learning from it, I can actually be prepared for the future, right? Mm-hmm. Because bad things just keep on happening. That didn't make sense. Let's say if you do the same thing over and over again, you're going to get the same result. So I am a firm believer is you have to do what you've never done to get to where you've never been, right? Which I think is a fair assessment, right? So
my response to that is practice doing the same thing over and over again. Never mind, we've had that conversation before. Keep going.
I mean, kind of, right? So there's a difference, but like, so here's my example is if you practice wrong, you're going to be wrong, right? So and like one of the things I learned was that how I remember when I used to play piano was that people are always better at the first half than they are the second half, and the reason is because they'll do the first half until they make a mistake and then start over. So you get more play of the first half than you do of the back half. So actually splitting it up into 3 segments, so beginning, middle, ending, and actually starting out by practicing the end as a separate thing, and then the beginning, and then the first, and then you're doing the whole thing. It kind of changes your perspective and the amount that you're covering things. I like that, Dino. Well, thank you. I like it too.
I like that.
I'm working on it.
Well, because like even so it's well known that a lot of musicals, the first half is better. Act 1 has all the good shit. It's all the songs that are introducing people, right? And very few musicals have a back half as good as the first half. And the reason for that is you are setting up the dominoes in Act 1, and Act 2 is watching it all resolve, and sometimes that just doesn't work very well. So that would be kind of interesting to like, okay, so you like one of the songs I wrote this last year is something in Act 2, and it's the principal and myself insert having a duet at a distance singing about how much they hate fucking red tape for different reasons. So but like it's like a mid thing where like, okay, they're having a darkest hour, or at the very least like frustration with something. I don't know where in Act 2 that's gonna go, but it's something at least. Or like you look at something like Merrily We Roll Along, which is a story told in reverse. It starts in 1976 and ends in 1957. Whereas if you just took the story, started in 1957, end in 76, then like it's not a very interesting story if you don't have the dramatic irony of, oh, he's meeting this girl that he's going to marry, but in 1972 they divorce, and that kind of thing. We're like, you just kind of turn it on its head. It's forcing yourself to look at it in a different way. If I were to go and be like, let's do Act 2 first, and then how does Act 1 fit into that? How does Act 1 set that up?
Fair.
You have changed my mind. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, so I used to have to memorize 12-page scores to perform. I would learn and practice 2 pages per section. And once I remember that, I go back to the beginning of the chord. But yeah, so it's the whole idea of breaking down into smaller pieces so that you can achieve. What did you say?
They call that chunking when you're teaching. Where like, okay, first you give them this part, then you give them this part. Chunking.
I'll be honest with you. I don't want to hear any teacher say, "Oh, don't worry, I'm just chunking." That's not. Don't say that around.
Oh, you'll find out.
You'll learn. Don't worry. And you're like, yeah, that's not. No, I don't want that for my
chunking.
That's yeah, exactly. Anyone who says, "Oh, I'm just chunking it out," nope, that's 100%. You know.
Now I'm trying to think of like other like teaching buzzwords that like out of context are gross and or dirty. I'll get back to you on that.
Let's be honest. There's going to be a list.
Oh yeah, pedagogy. Real sexy word.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Pedagogy is just basically like, you know how like if someone is good at playing baseball, like the skills needed to play baseball. There's not really a word for that. Pedagogy is just the quality of your teaching. Like the skills that you have, the things that you're doing with your students. Pedagogy is like if education is the thing you receive as a student, pedagogy is the thing the teacher gives. Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying. The only problem is that I'm looking up where it's originated from, and I'm like, okay.
I bet it's ancient Greece because it's got the word
It is.
"peta" for child in there. So,
PETA. So, pedagogio. Yeah. Okay. So you a lead.
Pedagogy, the art or profession of teaching, preparatory training or instructions. Yeah.
So it's so the weird thing is the way you've explained it versus where the word derives from is very different, and I'll tell you why. Is because you're saying it's about teachers teaching, okay? But it's actually related to the expression of educational theorist. So the idea is it's the teacher of teachers. So in other words, you know who? Okay, so we've all heard the saying, which is hilarious, especially when you're bringing up teachers because they go, is those who cannot do teach. So those who cannot teach, pedagogy. They're twice removed from being with students.
You're actually kind of right about that because you have these people doing like some that go to administration are part of that. Not all of them, but some, and then some that like do the like consulting or the professional development thing where like this is the new hotness and like this is going to be gone in 5 years, but whatever.
Let's use the word synergy every chance we get.
Yeah. They're the like least respected in the profession of teaching. I'm guessing PD.
But you couldn't even fucking teach, you loser.
So you have to teach adults who are already teaching other people. Fuck you. Yeah. Like PD instructors are looked at in the teaching profession the same way chiropractors are looked at by doctors. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Not well.
There you go.
Not well.
Not well.
Let's just
not well at
all.
We
would just look at them going, couldn't even teach? Not even a supply? You're gonna teach the get the fuck out. You know what? And this comes down to it is that I know the surface level of way too much stuff. I need to get more meat and potatoes into certain subjects because just to get my hands dirty, I think I need to learn things more complex, you know?
Yeah.
I want to be the guy who can be like, it's not rocket surgery. And someone go, what's that? And I'm like, you wouldn't understand. Just, like I want to get that high up on that ladder.
Some of the other ones I have on this list that I'm like comfortable sharing. One of them is 1,000 or more followers on TikTok or YouTube. So follow me at Atlas Novak. Okay, that was easy.
Absolutely very reasonable.
Yeah.
That comes down to you just have to post more.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's a weird thing.
Right now I'm doing a series like ever since the new Knives Out movie came out. Benoit Blanc in Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, like those games. It's been very fun.
I mean, you're having a great time. I'll tell you that. I'll be honest with you.
I have 3 more cases to go, 3 more like iterations of that.
This is the funny thing is whenever I load something on social media every 2 hours or so. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's in and around there, depending on what I'm doing. And when you load onto TikTok, what happens is as it's loading is it goes to your what your friends have added. And the person who's usually added something the most recent is this person. So all of a sudden I will hear random songs and or a definitive imitation of Benoit Blanc. And it's quite loud because I'm deaf. And Victoria's like, what are you listening to? I'm like, it's Atlas. And she's like, who is that? I'm like, Benoit Blanc. And she's like, all right, that's a thing. And I'm like,
if you listen to the first one I did versus now, I'm getting better at it. Like
I'll give you hey, practice makes perfect. That's fair.
Yeah. The problem that I have is like staying in the accent. Like you can hear me slip a couple of times and it's like, woof. I gotta remember to say dat instead of that and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's at the same time, it is funny. I'll give you that. It is funny watching you just because the amount of care and effort you put into the matching facial expressions is hilarious as well. And no, hey, listen.
If I can't do it with my backgrounds, because I always do it when I'm like walking my dog or something, then I'll try and do it in the character. Like, yeah.
Which is like, I feel like the people in your neighborhood are like, this is a fucking crazy person. What is he?
Oh, I've definitely, because like you have the phone out, one leash in one hand, phone in the other, and I am like like yelling.
Yeah.
Some of it, like we're a couple of videos ago, I went like, "Why am I 5 years ago?" Because that particular case, it's like, Mia Fey's second trial ever 5 years before, and I was like, "How do you get Benoit Blanc back there?" And I was like, "You can't." So I'm just gonna say, "Why am I 5 years ago?"
I mean, it works. I get it.
Yeah. Another one I had was read at least 3 books, including a novel. So this last year, I read 2 books, one of which is the size of the dictionary, and it's called The Power Broker, about Robert Moses, that my brother-in-law gave me. The other one was Ministry for the Future. I started and finished a book about dictators, but that was in the year, like I finished in 2026, so that counts. And then right now I'm reading this book about like LA's metro system starting in the 70s, that again my brother-in-law gave me. Shout out to Brian. So yeah, that's the goal. I think I have after that I have a book about the rape of Nanking, which I know nothing about. So
that's yeah, I have Victoria family is actually attached to people who helped produce, like there's a movie and based on the book and everything, explaining everything. It's a horrible story.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm still laughing at the fact every time, because of what's his name, Ron White. Every time somebody says dictator, I think Potato Boss. Dictator, and then I'm like, it's just in my head. Rape of Nanking is traumatizing. Definitely read it. That's not good advice. Okay, it's traumatizing. You should definitely experience it. Don't experience it.
Listen, as somebody like as the worst Jew in the world, you learn about the Holocaust a lot growing up. Like the first time I learned about it was 8 years old in Washington, D.C. We go to the Holocaust Museum and I'm freaking out. My mom's freaking out, going, "Why are you showing him this?" And my dad, who is the Jewish one, is like, this is our history. He has to learn about this.
Sure.
And I'm glad he did that. But the whole Pacific Theater really gets glossed over.
Yes.
Even though that's the theater of the war that America was more involved in at first.
Correct.
And last. But also, my grandfather on my mom's side was a minesweeper in the Pacific Theater. So I really should make more of an effort to learn more about what sort of shit Japan was getting up to. I know the rape of Nanking exists and that it was horrible. Why was it horrible? I'm going to go find out.
There are a lot of stories out of the Pacific Theater that were quite horrible. And I'll be honest with you, I too was not aware of them until I started reading on them. And then you realize, oh, that was even worse. And that's the crazy part, is that you're right. In the Europe theater, it was more the States wasn't there until quite much later on.
We didn't show up until like North Africa.
Canada was fucking things up in World War II. I'll tell you that much. That's why we have it. Everyone should know the Geneva Conventions are because of Canada. The nice, polite folk that live up in the cold were like, that's nice. And then we proceeded to one of the greatest hits of Canada was they would throw cans of food because the opposing side were starving, and they would be very appreciative of it. And then after they threw a bunch of food, they would start throwing grenades in the same area and then blow people up. And that's
horrifying.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why it was in Hunger Games. It's just, hey, it works. Okay.
Yeah.
Same like bribery. Works every time. Why? Because we're bad people.
Up LA MTA Riders Union. In the 80s, bus riders formed a union and made MTA buy more buses. That's cool. I'm still in the very early part of the book, so it goes into the 1980s eventually. But
Atlas, do you read all the books at the same time, and or do you read one and then finish it, and the next one and then finish it?
Oh, I power through whatever it is I'm reading and then move on to the next one. The only exception is like I'm reading this for myself, but I'm also reading this book that I'm teaching. That's the only exception.
For a while, I was trying to read one for my growth and one for fun, and I would go back and forth, and I would usually get like 3 or 4 books per year read, and then I forgot how to read, and that's been, but yeah.
I mean,
now I have TikTok brain and I can't focus on anything. So
I gotta give Katie props. She's reading Anna Karenina, which is Tolstoy, the guy who wrote War and Peace, which is like, when people think what's the longest book ever, Tolstoy. Anna Karenina is not only long as fuck, it's also a huge bummer. So Katie will like get through a chunk of it, and she's like, I gotta put this down for a while. I'm gonna leave it alone, and then comes back later and picks up where she left off.
Yeah. That sounds horrible.
So
this is the problem is there's a lot of literature out there that people are like, oh, it'll change your perspective and everything. Yeah, because you'll be crying the entire goddamn time. That's not a good no, thank you. I'm not. That's why I read comic books, okay? That's just
comic book, like graphic novels are novels and audiobooks are books. This, like, you know, talking to students where I'm like, don't you read anything for fun? Like, I know you read, you know, making fun of them, read this for class. Don't you read anything for fun? They're like, I like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but that doesn't count. I'm like, that totally counts. It's a novel. There's a couple pictures in there, but like, you know, real novels, like you're saying, have pictures sometimes too.
I really feel like it's a question of, does this help you grow? That's the basic thing. So like there's a manga series that I have that I picked up. I think it was our second date, Victoria and I. And it's 30 books. It's called Lone Wolf and Cub. It is one of the greatest stories ever told.
The Kurosawa, right? No.
Maybe.
The TV series, right?
It ended up becoming a TV series, and I also have that on DVD somewhere. But yeah, it's like 12 DVDs. But like, it's Lone Wolf and Cub is one of the greatest stories ever told. But it's also
the Ronin with the little kid on his back, right?
Yeah. It's a great story, but also kind of gives you a perspective into man on the whole, and it's that sounded inappropriate, but what I mean is just being a man as well. It's a very cool book, and I highly recommend it to everybody.
It's also,
at the same time,
it's also like kind of the first modern example of like grizzled old man plus young child character who, like, they're protecting the young child, and the young child kind of brings out their humanity. Y'all love fucking Last of Us so much. It's that trope, you know? Or what's the other one I'm thinking of? That's nope. Whatever. Brain fog. It's on the bingo card.
I was just about to look that up. I'm like, brain fog on the bingo card? I feel like it is.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Mandalorian? I mean, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, Mandalorian. Great one. That's
yeah.
I
mean, listen, it's all fun and games as long as the kid starts to chip in. It's fine. That's all you need.
That's always like the back half where they start getting their own skills, and
as they should. It's listen. There's a getting back to our topic is that being the main character is that there's too much of people not acting like the main character, and like you should never be a passenger in your own existence. You know,
agreed.
There are times like at the same time, like listen. There are times when, hey, we're just getting from point A to point B. It becomes monotonous and boring, and you just kind of got to plug through it. I totally understand that. That is just how life is sometimes, because the fact is it's not all picking China sets and shit like that. Sometimes it's just digging ditches and laying foundation. Like that's not necessarily awesome, but it is hugely important to the long-term thing. Same idea of, taking time to work out and exercise and stretching daily. Very important, especially as you grow older.
Especially as I get older, as a millennial. Woof. I saw a thing on Blue Sky that's like, I'm starting to have to scroll down awfully far to get to my birth year. This is not okay. Like, yeah.
Listen,
So,
it's a thing, and that's why it's like spending 5 minutes a day will stop you. So I tried to explain this to somebody. I'm like, start your day with some stretching, and end your day with some stretching. Within a few weeks, you'll see a big difference. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. They're like, what should I stretch? Everything.
even
Everything
just like
needs stretching.
having a dog that forces you to walk,
Yes.
walk a few blocks multiple
Hugely
times a
important.
day. It's good.
Hugely important. Yeah. And little things like that, and that, like, it's all stackable, right?
Yeah.
Life is like Lego. Just how it's all stackable.
I meant we had an episode a few weeks ago after Katie's car died. One of the ones on my bingo card was to fucking make it 3 or more months as a 1-car household without me crashing out.
Did you crash out?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's been fine so far. And like, but the thing is, I haven't gone back to work yet. So yes. That's when like the rubber meets the road, no pun intended. And then the other thing was like, I want to like complete a grocery trip on the bike. Without just the backpack. I want like either some kind of attachment, or I figure out how to do the like bags on the handlebars or something. That really,
listen.
Yeah.
Let's be very clear, okay? And I want to be very, very clear on this. Is you do 1 grocery bag, then 2 grocery bags, and then 3 grocery bags. You don't just be like, I'm going to give full grocery and just figure it out on the way. That's how you drive into traffic. So don't do that. Okay.
I think the easier thing would just be get an attachment, right? Get a thing that hooks onto the back. Because like that will have to happen eventually. We're like, I got to put this thing in my classroom. She needs the car. Like that will have to happen eventually.
And you know what? It's very workable. Just don't take on too much that you can't. And thank you for that. Victoria's like, let's get a dog. No.
Victoria, I hope you have hardwood floors. That's all I'll say about that.
We do. We have hardwood tile and we have carpet. It's a horrible mess. But this is the thing is, the cat is not trained. Not that you could train a cat, but you know what I mean. So the likelihood of a dog being trained, less likely. Also, too, I refuse to pick up somebody else's poo. Listen, if they're my kid, I'll pick up their poo. Why? Because I made them. These are not my children, and that's ridiculous.
Don't you clean the box though?
I do not, because that's why that was a specific reason why I'm like, oh, I want to get a cat. I'm like, I don't want a cat. You know why? I don't want, because I grew up with an outdoor cat. If it had to poop, it would go poop and then come home, and it was perfect. Okay, that is a perfect world to live in. I don't want to pick up poop. That's it. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in that exchange of services, especially when the cat has a tendency to watch you while it does it and says, "Yeah, pick up my shit." I'm not losing to a cat. No, not gonna work.
with the like, especially if you get a dog after the cat, like maybe that goes wrong depending on the type of dog and depending on what kind of cat Apollo is, and like, careful. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, this is the problem too, is that I don't want a dog that's a second cat. I want a dog that's a proper dog. And a proper dog is going to be at least over 30 pounds. And that means they're going to have reasonable sized shits. And the problem is that I also probably want something really big, like a St. Bernard or something ridiculous, which have human sized shits. And I do not want to go around picking up human sized shits. I'm just not interested in that.
Yeah,
people are slaves. That's because humans are slaves to cats.
Nice try, guys. Still can't distract me from the Epstein files. Yeah. not
if you find anything interesting, send it over.
Yeah, they should. Yeah. Still.
No Man Legary, which is a made up name. Let's be honest. I'm on to you, sir. What are you doing in those Epstein files? Suspicious. Listen, I still, you know what? I'm still on the fence about that, thinking just like whatever is released, I don't believe is real. And then on top of that, the fact that there's a list that somebody pointed this out the other day was like, are we hopped up on the whole idea of there being a list when we know that this crazy shit has been happening, that people should be held accountable, and we're relying on this list of something? Let's get over it. Okay?
I feel
there's
like
a serious problem.
Like a lot of Americans are like, if this happens, everything will fall into place. I'm like, not quite how it works. You got to make it fall into place.
Remotely. It's not even that we're so far gone where people have been accused on that from pieces of that list. Heard you both are on files for real.
No.
No. Only for being lazy.
I'm way too poor to be in those files.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Not that anyone asked us, but yeah, that's I'd like to think that we would say no. But that's the whole thing is that yeah, people are like, oh, if this person's on there, everything's gonna change. No, they're not. Number one, no, it's not. Because the people who are on there, nothing's happened.
Yeah, we already knew basically. Like it's him. I think to close out the episode, maybe a good one would be what's progress that you've made toward a resolution, even if you haven't completed it yet.
Oh well, I'm under 300 pounds. That would be yeah. Like that was the problem last year was I gained 3 vacation weights.
3 vacation weights. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. Because that's when you have vacations too close together, so they double up, and you're adding instead of like, hey, I went up and then I came back down, then I went up and I came back down. You know how people are like, I went to an all inclusive, and because it was all inclusive, I was eating fruit and everything is so much better, and I lost weight. That's not what happened to Dino. Dino ate like a pig every time he went. So the remaining 1 million documents will never be released because the high government profiles are in the bro. Hey, trust me, they're all horrible.
So one, not really a political podcast. 2, he's Canadian. Never mind.
Yeah.
So did I. I'm sorry, Victoria.
Yeah. So now like I've been doing a little bit of fasting earlier in the week, the last few weeks, just to get back on track. So now I'm trying to do more. I'm under 300 pounds for the first time in 30 years. Good for you, Jim. That's my big thing is I've been under 300 pounds going probably for about 2 years now, and it's been good. I need to get closer to the 200 point than I am to the 3. Right now I'm still close to 300. So that's progressively, like, I've also been packing on a lot more muscle and working out and doing things. So it's all good, but you know, we'll see. So what about you?
Well, make it 3 months as a 1-car house without crashing out. 1 down, 2 to go, technically. So
I mean,
that's something. And take 20 or more pictures as a couple. 3 out of 20 so far.
You know, for a few years, what I kept on doing is I would take like a self. So I was taking selfies of Victoria and I before selfies were selfies. Okay, because I have
arms. Yeah,
I got go gadget arms, so I just go gadget arm, click, and I take a picture of both of us. Now, interestingly enough, is most often I would do it randomly, and Victoria would be like, "I wasn't posed," and I'm like, "Perfect." And then I compiled all of those facial pictures into a mouse pad and gave it to her that she still has at work. I believe she still has at work. She may not. She may have thrown it out like most of my gifts that she does. So that being said, I even spelt happy anniversary. It was happy anniversary or no, it was Valentine's Day, and I spelled it wrong. It's still at work. Yeah. Because she makes fun of my spelling for it. So that and all of them are like bad pictures of her, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. So it's perfect. That's even I randomly just wow.
Yeah. I love those kind of pictures because like it really shows the nature of who you are. Like that was one thing I liked about my family was all the photo albums were like they're covered in frosting. Let me get the camera, like that kind of thing. And I think that makes for more natural photographs than like we went to Sears and we're all wearing identical outfits or whatever.
Yeah. Which those do have their place. You should get an uncomfortable photo op with like marrying matching clothes and stuff. That would be a good idea.
We should.
I think your wife would appreciate it.
I think she would too. Because I made a photo album for our first anniversary of like the pictures leading up to the wedding. And then I was like, I should do one about the first year of marriage, and I just didn't. So one of them is also like make a new photo album, which hi, guess what, people out there, if you have a CVS or some sort of pharmacy chain near you, they still develop photos. You can upload your pictures from your phone and they will print them for you. That's a thing.
Which is pretty awesome.
And that's how I made the first photo album.
Listen, I remember my dad would come back from vacation with like a bag full of films and be like, as we pick him up from the airport, he's like, take this to Walmart and do 1 hour development and then go pick it up so I can show you guys everything that happened tonight. And it was this whole thing that we would do every time. I think I want to start making photo books. Thanks a lot, Atlas. We appreciate that.
My in-laws did a cruise, and like how they did it was they came back and like uploaded the pictures onto their TV, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, I guess. But then it's like you never look at them again. This is a photo album in a bookshelf that you can pull out and look at. So,
no, that's fair. I think
for the people watching and listening, be more intentional this year, and good luck on your New Year's resolutions. We'll see you when you're 20 pounds fatter. I
feel personally attacked, but yeah, that's fair.
Me too. Thanks everybody for watching. You can follow us at Generation Dan. If you're watching this on the stream, the bingo card is on our Instagram story. That on the Instagram story. I'll probably put it up as like a permanent picture later. So yeah, you can follow us there, or you can like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, all that stuff. You can follow me at Atlas Novak on all of the social medias except Twitter, because I nuked it from orbit, or check out my other show, Nexus at Night, which is about the trading card game Card to Fight Vanguard. If that's not your bag, go fuck yourself. That is streaming every Friday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. How about you, good sir?
Yanis is like, it's already ending. We started an hour ago, sir.
Already go. Yeah. Just go back and watch it.
and yeah, normally we start much later in the morning, but that's okay. I am Dino the Genetic Marvel, as you can see right here. You can follow me. I'm documenting all of the things that I'm doing and adventuring and all sorts of stuff. So feel free to follow me wherever. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. So hey, Yanis, you're forgiven. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. Come back next week, or I'm going to be tomorrow. I have a bunch of shows. So tomorrow I have Morning Motivational Rant at 10:30 in the morning. I have Motherfucking Mondays at noon. And then we have movie night, Monday night at 8 or 8:30. And we're going to be watching, because we watched Terrifier last week. We're watching Terrifier 2 this coming week. So yeah.
I just imagine you, okay, we're watching Bad News Bears and we're watching the whole fucking film series until we finish.
Basically, that's hopefully, I thank God I'm in synagogue when Atlas card games works out. Busy man. Yeah. I try. Listen, I'm trying to create something, and it's slowly, progressively getting better. So that is all from me, everyone. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and hey, later.
Bye, folks.